Comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better.
If you know what this feels like and sounds like, well, I think it's about time to get your hands on your very own Gandalf bat. Every single bat has its own special personal touch. Whether it be your name, your team color, your own specs, or even your team logo. You just tell me what you want, and it goes on the bat.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Whether you're dreaming about a full home remodel, adding extra space for a growing family, upgrading your doors and windows, building the perfect deck, or customizing your home from the ground up, Flory Contracting has you covered. Backed by experience, driven by quality, and fueled by a passion for craftsmanship, the team at Flory Contracting is known for being reliable, local, and experienced. Ready to bring your vision to life? Call Chase Flory at 317-474-7826 to schedule your free consultation today. Flory Contracting, where your home is built on trust and skill.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Center Grove High School for tonight's baseball game between your Center Grove Trojans and the visiting Bloomington South Panthers. Tonight's game on Inside the Lines Media is sponsored by Gandalf Bats. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors of Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company. They are our sponsors of our post-game player of the game. Ferguson Excavation, presenting sponsor of all Inside the Lines Media content. Flory Contracting, and Lindsey Smalling and the Smalling Group. Taking you through here live pitch-by-pitch coverage tonight, I am Brandon Tripp. Joining with me tonight is Chris Wood. And Chris, it is the month of May here in Indiana, and that means two things. The Indianapolis 500 and some postseason baseball in the High School Athletic Association is about to start. This matchup will have a lot of implications. The Trojans, the number 1 team in the state, and Bloomington High School South, number 5 in the state. Looking like it's going to be a good matchup here tonight.
Should be a great matchup tonight. Obviously, the Trojans come in this game 18-1 on the year. It's been a while since we had a chance to broadcast, and excited to be here. Excited to see how this team continues to play. Their pitching has been strong. Their batting has continued to be strong as this Trojan ball club. Trying to see how they can kind of overcome losing Kellen Thompson in that pitching rotation is something they have to develop for the postseason. But this team has continued to just continually roll as they need to and play well both in the field and at the plate batting.
And looking back at their season, there has really only been 2 games, notably the Westfield game and the Cathedral game, where they have given up double-digit runs. Every single other game, they have been giving up single-digit runs. Would you attest that to the defense? Would you attest that to batting? What would you attest that for the team?
Well, I think it's defense and pitching as part of that defense. But this infield, well, I'll take that back. Last year the infield was strong and the outfield was good. I feel like both are very, very strong this year. I mean, they are well-rounded in every single one of those spots in the field, infield and outfield. Of course, we talk about Grady Grant, the job he does. Liam Delp has done a great job, and he's been at third. Joel Tracy's done a phenomenal job at first. Moving Reed Sawa over to right field has helped stabilize that position a little bit, then bring Jackson Burnett and Braylon Story in there a little bit to get some reps there. And then, of course, having Drake McClurg out there in center field is a great thing to see, and he has played well. And Hudson Stewart just keeps rocking in left field, plus at the plate.
Now, for those of you who don't know anything about Bloomington South, go ahead, Chris, if you mind give us a little bit of background on this team of the Bloomington South Panthers.
Yeah, they're 14-4 in the year. They're 3-1 in their conference. They're 8-1 at home, 6-3 on the road. If you look at common opponents that these two teams have played to this point this year, they're 3-2. Of course, for the Trojans are 5-0 against those opponents this year. Center Grove's only loss comes in the opening weekend on Good Friday in the second game of that Homestead doubleheader they had. Besides that, the Trojans have been perfect throughout the year record-wise. Those three wins that Bloomington South have are against Jeffersonville. That was 9-7 on the 17th of April. New Albany, they won 9-7 on the 25th of April. They won as well against Bloomington North, 2-0. But then the last two, the most recent two, Zionsville, they lost 4-3 at home to Zionsville, and they lost at home against Franklin Community 9-1. Of course, that Franklin team is a deadly team. The Trojans play later this week, and want to see how they're able to overcome, because I think everybody was looking forward to the Trojans playing Franklin in that county championship game, and instead it was Whiteland.
Now, tonight's game, part of the finishing week of the regular season, as next week they will begin the postseason. They think looking to probably take it a little bit easy, or do you think they're going to really just keep it going, keeping the momentum rolling going into that postseason?
Well, if it's me, you want to be clicking on all cylinders now. You don't want to take your foot off the pedal. You don't want to get guys hurt. You want to watch your pitching. But you know what your guys are going to do at this point in time. You know what their arms are like. You know what they're like at the plate. I mean, you want to get some guys some rest here and there, but you don't want to lose your mojo too much right now. You're 2 weeks away from playing in sectionals, less than that, really.
And obviously these players, they've got sectionals to worry about, but they've also got school finishing up here for these guys. Is there really a lot to juggle here as we're getting close to sectionals, or is it really just kind of taking it one step at a time and trying to just keep school focus, as we have now less than 2 weeks remaining in this school year?
Well, I'll let you answer that question as a senior yourself, my friend.
Well,
I mean,
I feel like for the athletes, they've really got to think about their school. But, with postseason coming in, I think that's also just back of their head, trying to keep both in focus here. As we are now going to take a quick break here for the national anthem.
Direct your attention towards left center field. Remove your hats as we honor this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's umpires are Casey Gaynor and Matthew Reynolds. And again, we want to welcome everyone to Center Grove High School. Play ball.
And we welcome you back here as the Trojans taking the field for warm-ups. And with that, we will go ahead and take you through your starting lineups. Batting for the Panthers in the leadoff spot will be Reed Walker. Following him will be Max Surdam. In the third spot, guaranteed to see here in the first inning, Luke Arnett. In the middle of the order, Connor Couch in fourth. In the fifth position will be Drew Palaleo. In the sixth spot will be Jake McCammon. And in the bottom 3 positions in the order. In 7th will be Jank Weinstad, 8th will be Boston Held, and 9th will be Blake Asqui. As for out in the field for your Trojans here tonight, out in the outfield and left field, it will be Reed Sawa, the senior. In center field, it will be in center field will be the junior Drake McClurg, and in right field will be the senior Hudson Stewart. Moving on into the infield will be junior Emerson Haver. At the shortstop will be junior Grady Grant. At second base will be junior Liam Delp. And at first base will be the senior Joel Tracy. Behind the plate will be senior Tristan Uhrman. And on the mound tonight will be senior Gannon Grant. Tonight it is a very sunny night. Not a lot of wind tonight. Here with a quick weather report coming in here. Obviously a warm night coming in tonight. Temperature here as we are about at first pitch, it is 77 degrees. Winds coming in from the south-southwest at 13 miles per hour. Not really much to feel, and humidity is low here tonight in the month of May here in the Hoosier State. Here with the opening pitch delivered by Grant. Swing and a miss there for strike one. First pitch time at 5:57.
Always nice to start early, my friend.
And pitch down the middle there for strike two. Always good to have a game start just before schedule. Pitch from Grant. Swung on there, and that will take 2 hops and will go foul. So 0-2 count.
Walker batting .474 on the year in that leadoff position.
Pitch delivered. That pitch will go back and into the woods. Foul.
5 doubles, 7 RBIs on the year, 27 hits. So most of them singles, but the big thing is he gets on base for this ball club.
Trojans tonight in white with red letters. The Panthers in purple jerseys with white letters, as that ball will be hit out to center field to Drake McClurg, and that will be a base hit there for Walker, and that will put 1 on here in the top of the first. For the Panthers jerseys, again, purple with white letters, gray pants. Trojans in all white with red letters.
Left fielder, number 6, Max Serda.
As now the left fielder, Max Serda, up for the Panthers.
.351 average, 69 attempts, 2 triples, 3 doubles. So this guy can get on base and bring home Walker.
Pitch looked to be up and away there for ball number 1. Grant will go and check Walker at first. Walker will be safe. Pitch delivered down the plate there for strike number 1.
And nice pitch right there in the outside corner by Gannon.
So a 1-1 count.
We appreciate those watching us. We know you have choices, so we appreciate you watching us here on Inside the Lines Media.
Pitch
Ooh.
back there to Walker, and that will be safe.
Yeah, Walker realized it, but that was close from look like. Nice job by Tracy getting that glove down quickly. Just Walker got underneath of it.
Pitch delivered. That pitch will get hit there
Comes the
to
double.
Grady Grant, and that will be a double play for the Trojans, putting 2 away. A perfect 6-4 double play.
6-4-3, and yet you're right. I mean, you talk about in your opener, Brandon, how this ball club, what's been the thing this year, and we talked about fielding. That's something that Grady has done so well. In that case, to Delp, over to Tracy.
So from 1 on to 2 out, and that pitch there outside for ball number 1.
So just like that, they go from having a runner on first and a chance to make some noise to 2 outs.
Luke Arnett in the cleanup spot, and he's going to drill that one out to left field, and that'll bounce fair. That'll go there. Reed Sawa makes the throw into Grady Grant, and that will be an advancement to second for Luke Arnett.
Yeah, Arnett's got 4 home runs. The guy can get it out there, that's for sure. And that time with the stand-up double, something we've seen already that we haven't seen in your previous games that we've had a chance to do again, and he's been teed off twice here in the first inning. He's been so good on the mound. 2 out of 3 batters on base.
So Connor Couch now up for Bloomington South. And the first pitch there across the plate for strike number 1.
Couch batting .438, 2 home runs, 5 doubles on the year. See if he can bring them home here.
0-1 count. Pitch inside for ball number 1.
Yeah, try to get that inside corner and just I think a little bit more low than anything there, Brandon.
That pitch is drilled there out to Reed Sawa, and Sawa will catch that one to retire the side. So no runs scored here in the top of the first. At the top end of the top of the first, it is Trojans 0, Panthers 0. We will be right back. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media, where the Trojans hold Bloomington South to no runs in the top of the first as they will be up to bat. And the starting lineup for your Trojans is as follows. Leading off will be Drake McClurg. Following him will be Liam Delp. And in the third spot, that will be Grady Grant. Going into the middle of the order will be Gannon Grant. Following him will be Hudson Stewart and then Tristan Yerman. And then at the back end of the field, it will be Joel Tracy, followed by Emerson Haver, and rounding out the order will be the left fielder of Reed Sawa. As for the field for the Bloomington South Panthers, out in right field will be Max Surdam. In center field will be Jonathan Winstead. In left field will be Drew Palaleo. In the infield at first base will be Luke Arnett. Second base will be Boston Held. In the shortstop position will be Reed Walker. And in the third base position will be Connor Couch. Behind the plate will be Jake McCammon. And the starting pitcher will be Caleb Oliver for the Panthers.
Talking about this Trojan Ball Club and the importance of getting off to a good start, one of the stats that I was looking at is how productive they are, Brandon, early in a game. In the first inning, they averaged 2.6 runs in that bottom of the first inning compared to Bloomington South, just 1.1. And then if they don't do it in the third, they're typically a closer game here. So we'll see if they get off to a good start at the plate here and get some runs.
So a lefty-lefty matchup here with McClurg. Pitch just outside for ball number 1. And pitch outside for ball number 2. Correction, it is a righty-righty matchup between Oliver and McClurg. Pitch delivered. Ball high there for ball number 3. So it will be a 3-0 count. Pitch is delivered. And across the plate there for strike number 1. Pitch delivered on a 3-1 count. Outside for ball number 4, walking McClurg.
Yeah, good patience. When Drake gets on base here, good things happen, and just like that, he gets up there quickly to first base here.
So it will be Liam Delp now up at bat. Pitch delivered. High there for ball number 1. Liam Delp this year with a .396 batting average. He's got 21 hits on the season. And a home run. As that pitch drilled out to center field, McClurg gonna speed around to third base. He will slide in time, and Delp will get to second. So just like that, runners on second and third, and it's still nobody out.
Yeah, that was a rocket off the bat there by Delp, right up the middle there. Almost hits Oliver. Doesn't have a chance to recover and splits between the shortstop and second base there. And nice job getting that out there. And I would call that a double because he was going straight no matter what. I mean, you could technically say he advanced to second on the throw to third.
So now shortstop Grady Grant now up at bat for the Trojans.
Oliver's comes in with 1.4.0 or 1.4 ERA with 2 appearances. Roughly a third of his batters he's faced, he has struck out, just under that -1. So pretty good production, but only, again, 2 starts for him.
Pitch delivered there for strike number 1. And a 0-1 count there. Pitch delivered for ball number 1. Leclerc on third, Delp on second. And 1-1 count as Oliver delivers outside for ball number 2.
Good hold there by Grady because that was one of those is right there over the white line right next to the plate there, and you got to look at that really close, and he did a nice job holding there because that's one I probably would have swung at, but that's why I'm up here.
And a check swing, and that will be strike number 2.
Yeah, he couldn't hold it. I talked about how well he did the last one. That one, he got a little giddy, and unfortunately just couldn't stop it.
So 2-2 count for Grant. As this pitch is delivered, that pitch will get hit off a foul tip. That'll go over the third base line and foul.
Great night for Rec League recognition here for these guys before they go over to their baseball games tonight. I think it was canceled earlier in the year because of weather and stuff like that. But the future here tonight for this program, and great to see them out there in the field before the game.
And pitch literally be just slow. Now be our first full count of the night. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch delivered.
Outside. Good.
Outside for ball number 4. And the bases will now be loaded as now Gannon Grant will come up to bat. And Grant this season, and we were here one night, and he's had some couple nights where he is drilling balls out over towards left field. And I mean, he will drill them across that fence.
So Oliver has 2 walks out of the 3 batters he's faced tonight.
There will be a quick mound visit from the infield.
Bases loaded here. We have special guests here again tonight down there in the bleachers watching this game. So it's a great opportunity for, again, not just the guy they're here to see, but this entire team and the quality of play this Trojan Ball Club has played. Honestly, having scouts at so many of their games this year has to be really helping this entire group in terms of their exposure.
Yep.
If we're talking big picture down the road. So great for them.
Taking a look for Gannon really quickly, he has a .413 batting average, and he has 4 home runs on the season.
And he crushes them. It's usually going to be out there towards that scoreboard area.
Yeah, and it might fly over to the golf facility as that pitch was high for ball number 1.
We got the robotics wagon over there, trailer over there. We'll see if he can hit it.
There will be a quick mound visit here from the pitching coach. That robotics team last week went out and went to nationals.
Yes, congratulations to them.
Yes, and that happened last week out in Houston, Texas, so they have since returned from that.
I haven't had a chance to talk to my friend J.C. Wagaman yet, who helped transport that stuff down there and kind of see how the experience was. I know last year it was a mixed emotional situation for the group and for JC, but just an incredible opportunity for those kids that sometimes get a different opportunity, and tonight they get it. So,
umpires coming in to break this mound visit up, and it is a very lengthy
I was going to say, this is
mound
like
visit.
This is like a 15-minute break you get when you work for so many hours.
Yeah, this is looking like we might have to get in there and almost break it up. It's almost like they want to take an extended stay out there. So the field resets. Second shortstop playing deep. First and third playing up towards what would be grass as that pitch goes high for ball number 3.
Good hold there. Obviously, that was a little bit higher than I anticipated. I thought that was down the middle, so good hold there by Gannon.
And we have another mound visit. And the correction, it is 2 balls, no strikes. Scoreboard reads.
So are we changing? We're changing pitchers already. So
yeah, we are already taking a pitching change. And that will be Quincy Braham, I want to say. Excuse me for that, as we will be taking a quick break. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
So we got 25.
Comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media as the Bloomington South Panthers make a very, very early pitching change. Here we are only, 4 batters in, and they are already deciding to make a pitching change. So out goes the senior Caleb Oliver, and in comes Gavin Banks.
Yeah, Oliver just never got his rhythm. He had 2 walks out of 3, and Delp crushed it to get a stand-up double there. And you've got Gannon Grant with bases loaded in that situation. I mean, you don't want to make that change there, but maybe it's better to keep in fresh, because otherwise, I mean, if you go with Oliver here, the way he pitched those last couple of batters, if Gannon finds the pitch, he's cranking it potentially. Yep. At least Banks gives you something a little different perspective-wise. So we'll see what happens here.
So as the field resets, runners are on second and third. Those are Delp and McClurg, respectively. And there's Grady Grant as well, as that one is popped
straight up,
and the first baseman will be calling for it. And that will be caught there by Boston Held, and that will put one away.
Well, that's good, because Luke Arnett looked like he had lost it in a light. So it's good that Held was able to find that and get that out there for the first out.
So bases are still loaded. We have 1 out. Here is Hudson Stewart now up at bat. And that pitch will go fly. Lost it behind the tree. It looked like it might have gotten right by the ticket booth into the parking lot a little bit. So that will be strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike. So that pitch is delivered outside for ball number 1.
That one just got out of control and way out wide outside there. You can catch Inside the Lines Media broadcasts live on YouTube, Inside on Facebook Live, as well as very soon, my friend, TikTok Live.
Oh.
Got to wait 30 days to make sure you're a real person. But TikTok Live will be coming here as well. And the cool thing is, after this broadcast, check out our site, because we will have clips of the game that this software automatically will create for everything.
So previous pitch high for ball number 2. This pitch in for strike number 2. So the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So good job here by Banks to come in here. 2.63, 8 appearances for him. Only got 2 wins on the mound, but.
And a swing and a miss there for strike number 3. So there's now 2 away with bases still loaded, as now the catcher, Tristan Yerman, up to bat.
Ehrman's having such a great year, and I mean, if I'm talking about someone from my perspective, he's got to be considered
that pitch
team
in
leader.
there. It looked like low, but it was in there for strike number 1.
Got another kumbaya session here. The ump is like, no, we can't do this every 2 seconds. I haven't seen Blue very often tell a catcher they can't come out, but
no, they did it so much. Pitch delivered. Pitch high there, high and outside for ball number 1. So I might have just been high. It looked over the plate to me. So a 1 ball, 1 strike. Grady Gray on first, Liam Delp on second, Drake McClure on third. This pitch delivered. Back pretty much right by our heads. Foul. Make it 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'll say it again. Priority number 1 is protect the equipment, but we brought out the canopy tonight, so that theoretically decreases our access to injury. We do have insurance now.
That pitch is drilled out to center field, but it will be caught there by Jonathan Winstead. So at the end of the first inning, it is your Trojans 0 and the Panthers 0 here. We will take a very quick break. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
If you know what this feels like and sounds like, well, I think it's about time to get your hands on your very own Gandalf bat. Every single bat has its own special personal touch. Whether it be your name, your team color, your own specs, or even your team logo. You just tell me what you want, and it goes on the bat.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media as Bloomington South able to hold the bases loaded for the Trojans and no runs get converted. So score still 0-0 here as Gannon Grant still pitching for the Trojans, and for Bloomington South seeing a very early exit of Caleb Oliver in that first inning. Very uncharacteristic pitching change that we saw there.
It was very uncharacteristic, but you know, I honestly think by Coach Klusner might have been the best thing that you could do, because you weren't going anywhere positive with bases already loaded and Gannon had the advantage in the count. Maybe you do it before that, but if you do it after, you got a run coming across the plate, and the result was they didn't get anything across the plate. The defense came up, made some big plays after that. Couple flyouts, a line out, and next thing you know, boom, here we go.
Yep. So coming up here, due up in the order will be Drew Palaleo, followed by Jake McCammon, and then last up that we are guaranteed to see in the number 7 spot, Jonathan Winstead.
Palaleo, 339, 2 home runs in the year, 21 RBIs.
Grant delivers. Fastball across the plate. There for strike number 1. That pitch fouled there for strike number 2.
Yeah, if Gannon can stay ahead in the count, which he does really well so often, makes it really hard for these batters because of his heat that he has.
So no balls, 2 strikes is the count. And this pitch is delivered outside for ball number 1.
That's actually nice and a gentle rub inside.
Yes, you are correct. So pitch delivered.
You got senioritis. You're mixed up in everything right now.
Yeah.
Your mind's thinking on other things right now. I mean,
it's all over the place.
You had
here.
toga dress today, so.
I did not wear a toga, but I know I saw some people in a toga there. So that pitch inside for ball number 2. So it is 2 balls and 2 strikes with this pitch delivered inside for ball number 3. So it's now a full count of 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I wish you guys had tractor day still.
Tractor day.
Yeah.
What do you do on tractor days? Pitch inside, for ball number 4.
Anybody who's watching this broadcast, if you know Center Grove or you've been to Whiteland, one of those schools, talk about your memories here in the chat feed about Tractor Day, because it's a day where anyone who has a tractor that lives on a farm, which obviously there's not a whole lot of anymore in Center Grove, but all those families would drive their tractors and park them there on the north side of the high school there where the science teachers typically park and publications teachers and stuff park today.
That pitch is drilled out into center field, and that is back to McClurgan. He will make the catch, so that will put one away, and that will force Palaleo to go back to first. So it is now 1 out, still 1 on here in the top of the second. Transportation to school. I know tomorrow is Ride Your Bike to School Day. All the seniors will meet down at SCSA, and then they'll make their ride up to the high school. For those that do have a bike.
I'd still need training wheels.
That pitch is low. Ball number 1. Fortunately, do not have a bike myself, so not really possible on my end, but.
So Winstead in the 7th spot, this is where the average starts to drop off.
And that pitch going over his back there for ball number 2.
Again, a little more erratic today than he has been the last couple of starts that we've had a chance to broadcast.
So the count 2 balls with no strikes. Runner on first. As he checks and delivers.
Nice
swing and a miss there for strike number 1.
Nice breaking ball there by Gannon. Tough for Winstead to time that one, the junior.
So count 2 balls, 1 strikes as Grant goes to check Palaleo. Palaleo is safe. Pitch is delivered. That pitch will be hit out to Stewart, and Stewart with the diving catch, missing it. And that will advance Palaleo to second.
Be interesting they ruled this an error or a hit. That was a tough play that Stewart had to jump forward to get and just came up short. You could argue that it was a pretty good play by him. He just came up a little bit short there. But at the same time, maybe you expect him to get it. It looks like they're going to give him the hit and not the error there.
So Palaleo is now on second. Jonathan Winstead now on first. And the second baseman, Boston Hell, now up to bat. The pitch delivered. Swing and a miss for strike number 1.
Yeah, that had some heat on it.
So 0-1 count. Pitch is low for ball number 1. 1-1 count. Looking down in the crowd, I just saw Charlie Rolfson walk in a few weeks ago. He ran 100 miles for charity. It successfully finished that one. Charity was Riley Hospital for Children. Great cause that he did that for.
Well, and kudos to him for what he did that for. And I believe that you were part of the posse at a couple points, entourage, whatever you want to say.
And that pitch there down and in for strike number 2. Yeah, I was a part of that one. Did about a half marathon with them, and it was
good for you.
It was a good day as that pitch hit and bounces foul for strike number 2.
You'd be half marathon, I'd be half block.
No, it was a off-on half marathon. We got here, and it was just the hill there going down into the pickup line we were going up in, and that was rough, but it was a beautiful day for it. Got it done. It was good to see him finish, and all the support there was good to see for him. And it was, kudos to him. He was resilient through it, and he looked great throughout.
Well, the social media that he did to bring attention to his cause, him and whoever helped him with that was just phenomenal. For a great cause.
And so that pitch down low for ball number 2, so it's a 2-2 count. There's pitches delivered.
Inside.
Low and inside for ball number 3.
Gannon just can't get that consistency right now. Trying to get that breaking ball going, it looks like, because he's not throwing the heat quite as much as he consistently does, at least in previous games.
So again, a full count with runners on first and second. Again, he'll step. He'll check. He'll wind up, and he will deliver. And that pitch will get swung on over the third baseline foul. That will take a ricochet off the rocks, and it will stay on grass.
Yeah, and if held straightens that out, that's out.
Yeah.
Because that curved enough, that would have been over the Viados parking marking banner out there in left field.
Grant delivers and a swing and a miss there for strike number 3.
That was a really nice pitch there.
So that'll now put 2 away. Here as now up will be Blake Asqui.
Designated hitter number 5, Blake
Asquay, 311 on the year, 3 doubles, 11 RBIs, 14 hits. A senior.
Still runners on first and second as that pitch crossed the plate there for strike number 1. Oh, 1 count there. Pitch across the plate for strike number 2. Pitch delivered, and it's a swing and a miss there for strike number 3.
Great pitch.
So at the end of the top of the second, it is still Panthers nothing and Trojans nothing. We're going to take this very quick break. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media. We would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Today's game sponsor is Gandalf Bats. Other sponsors of our game include Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company, the sponsors of our post-game Player of the Game. We'd also like to thank Ferguson Excavation, presenter of all Inside the Lines media content, Flory Contracting, and Lindsey Smalling and the Smalling Group as wind. Quick gust, starting to blow some papers around up here, but Gannon Grant finishing off the top of that last inning with 2 strikeouts after a very interesting inning from him.
Yeah, two big batters in a row. He got swings and misses there, so he found that zone a little bit, got that fastball going a little bit there on the inside corner. So nice job by Gannon there to respond.
So 7 through 9 hitters due up for your Trojans, and first up here will be Joel Tracy, the senior first baseman. He has a .295 average with 13 hits on the season. That pitch low there for ball number 1. Pitch across the plate there for strike number 1.
Tracy's done a nice job at the plate. More importantly, I think he's done an awesome job at first base this year.
So 1-1 count. That pitch low and in the turf for ball number 2.
Thursday, Brandon, we have girls softball. We were going to have the Lutheran game last night, but that was canceled because Lutheran and the rescheduling of the Marion County tournament.
Pitch high and inside for ball number 3.
So no softball last night on our broadcast airs. That was decided early yesterday morning. But Thursday, big one. Center Grove, senior night, and Mooresville.
Yep.
Sectional potential opponents.
That pitch will be popped up to second baseman there out in the outfield. He's backing way up, and he makes that catch there. Boston Held backing way out into the outfield, into center field and right field territories. And that will be the first out here of the inning.
That was a really tough play, an impressive play by Boston Held, because he backpedaled, 40 feet, maybe 50 feet. I mean, he was out lined up with the G.
Yeah. And not only that, battling the sun too.
Yep.
So doing all of that in one go. So that's one away. Emerson Haver now up at bat. And Haver will immediately hit it out to left field. That will be a base hit there, and he will stay at first. So with one out, now we have one on here with Reed Sawa now up at bat.
Well, let's not forget, last inning, the Trojans got bases loaded. 1, 2, 3, 2 walks, and a stand-up double or single on advance to second on the throw. But see if they are able to capitalize, because they did not last inning. They left 3 runs out on the bases.
So Reed Sawa up, as there will be a check back to Haver, and Haver will be safe at first. So one out here. Now this pitch is delivered.
That's
inside for ball number 1.
Yeah, good eye there by Reed. I call Reed the utilitarian player. He can really play anywhere you need him.
This pitch delivered low and outside for ball number 2.
His grandpa, one of the best math teachers this district has ever had.
Really?
Yep.
Did not know his dad was a math teacher.
Center Grove Middle School, then Center Grove. Actually, I think he may have retired before I went to Center Grove Middle School Central.
Pitch delivered, that.
Little poke there to right field.
And that will go foul.
Yep.
Really half swinged on that one there.
Not a bad hit for a half swing.
Yeah. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch is delivered high there for ball number 3. You now have 3 balls and 1 strikes is your count. So 3-1 count, and the pitch, swing and a miss there for strike number 2. That pitch going low, so it's now a full count.
Yeah, good breaking ball there.
So again, a full count. Runner on first. That pitch will go back into the woods and foul. This time I was here, you could look back and see the neighborhood. It is now completely taken over with leaves that have now come into full bloom. Pitch delivered. Pitch tipped there, going back to the backstop. Foul.
Sawa almost had that one perfectly timed, just barely missed that on the barrel of the bat.
So still a full count with 1 out. Haver still on first as this pitch is delivered. That pitch just going across the inside edge there for strike number 3, and that will put 2 away. Reed Sawa not happy with that call.
No, and again, we're probably 75 feet away up here in the crow's nest, but that was over the line of the batter's box. That was not over the plate. So, I mean, I know it's subjective quickly, but I don't see that as a strike and definitely need to read. But next batter, next play, as we tell our 12-year-old team.
So now back to the top of the order. Drake McClurg up, as McClurg will already send that one, but it will go foul just into the Center Grove bullpen.
Yeah, that was a love tap as well. McClurg walked on his first at bat. So back-to-back innings, we can get this started at the top of the lineup here.
So 0-1 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch is delivered. Low and outside for ball number 1. 1-1 count.
It'd be great if we get Haver to second here and get him in scoring position.
Pitch is delivered. High there for ball number 2.
Good eye there by Drake.
So now 2 balls and 1 strike is your count. This pitch is delivered, and that one will be hit foul. Staying inside the ballpark.
The rec league kids over there warming up for their game better pay attention the way we keep poking these foul balls over there.
Yep. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch delivered as Haver, as that ball down the turf, Haver will slide into second safely. And that will be a stolen base for Emerson Haver.
Yeah, that was a designed run there, not because of the pitch, but because just going forward. And nice job by Emerson to get down there. It just helped out that that was a semi-pass ball by McCammon.
So still full count with 2 out. Pitch delivered. That pitch is going to be popped up over the bleachers. Didn't even see that ball come down. It looked like it must have stayed inside the fence. So Drake's staying alive. Pitch delivered.
Nice job. Staying off.
Outside, and that will be a walk for Drake McClurg.
Good job by Drake. 2 straight walks for him.
So runners now on first and second. There are still 2 out. Liam Delp now up to bat.
Delp, a single advance to second on the throw double.
Pitch delivered, then Delp will swing on that one. That will be a pop-up going over to the left fielder of Drew Paleo. That one will be caught there, looks like, by the center fielder to retire the side. So at the end of 2, it is your Trojans nothing and Panthers nothing. We're going to take this quick break. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media with live pitch-to-pitch coverage of tonight's baseball game between the Bloomington South Panthers and the Center Grove Trojans. Alongside with you tonight, I'm Brandon Tripp alongside Chris Wood. Chris, the Trojans have left 5 on base in their first 2 innings. Very uncharacteristic of this team.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to South. I mean, in particular, you've got to give credit to Gavin Baker for coming in. And, yeah, he's walked a couple of guys, but he's also pitched them well where we've kind of had to poke, reach out at bats instead of swinging confidence and hard. And the result has been some pop-ups that arguably should not be there. Now, that last one came really close to going out with the wind.
So, currently up to bat here. As they strike there up to bat, we're at the top of the order for the Panthers. It is Reed Walker.
Walker had a single his first time up at bat.
Pitch delivered on the 0-1 count. That pitch going to hug the inside edge for strike number 2.
Yeah, I think we got a nice call on that one.
So 0-2 count. Pitch going low for ball number 1.
Yeah, Gannon's trying to obviously stay inside on Walker, who, again, 474
batting average this year. Gets on base and lets guys bring him in.
And
Strike
that will be
3.
a strikeout there. Strike number 3 across the plate. So that will now put one away.
Yeah, was watching that one.
Max Surdam now up for the Panthers. The pitch delivered, and that ball will go, and that will hit off the flag, not the flagpole, the light post, and come back and go into the bleachers right in front of us. That will be a foul ball for strike number 1.
Surdam averaged 351 on the year.
That pitch will
Line
go
drive right
out to Hudson Stewart. He will catch this one, and that will now put 2 away here in the top of the 3rd.
Great catch there by Hudson. Read that, took a step back, and then he charged it, as you're taught.
So now Luke Arnett up for the Panthers. Grant steps back, winds up and delivers. Swing and a miss there for strike number 1.
Yeah, Gannon's starting to find his spots. His control's a lot better here that last inning and this inning. Actually, second half of that, the bottom part of that inning and this entire inning so far. And as I say that, it's
that pitch going way inside at the knees there for ball number 1.
And that hit the pad, and it sounded like a gun being popped.
Yep.
A pop gun or something. That's had some speed on it.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's that pitch delivered. There across the play for strike number 2. Pitch delivered outside for ball number 2. So 2-2 count as this pitch delivered. Swing and a miss. Oh, it's a drop third strike. And it will be 1, 2, 3 here to end the inning. So midway point of the 3rd inning, it is Panthers nothing and Trojans nothing as we take a very quick break. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
If you know what this feels like and sounds like, well, I think it's about time to get your hands on your very own Gandalf bat. Every single bat has its own special personal touch. Whether it be your name, your team color, your own specs, or even your team logo. You just tell me what you want, and it goes on the bat.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media, where the Trojans getting out of the top of the 3rd inning, 1-2-3, a much better pitching inning there for Gannon Grant.
Yeah, like we talked about, except for that one wild pitch that was about a 200-mile fastball, he has had his accuracy. He's pinpointed exactly where he wanted to throw it. The last 4 batters probably, and it's been very effective. So kudos to him on that. Now the thing is, the Trojans have got to get the run scored. They've left 5 guys on base, and I think in every one of those situations, it has been runners on base before there's an out. And you kind of go from, okay, it looks good, like we're going to get a run or two, to pop fly, line drive, strikeout, that kind of situation, and not being productive and getting those runs across the plate.
So leading off for the inning will be Grady Grant. Following him will be his brother Gannon Grant. And then rounding out the order here will be Hudson Stewart.
Grady got walked his first time up.
The pitch delivered down in the turf for ball number 1.
Again, we appreciate everyone who takes the opportunity to watch these broadcasts at Inside the Lines Media. We know you have opportunities to watch it through different ways, through different people, so you take the time to watch us. We appreciate it, and our sponsors appreciate that tremendously as well, so thank you.
1-0 count. Pitch delivered. That pitch
Ooh.
in there for strike number 1.
See, I don't like it when somebody has to pause for, it seems like eternity to decide if it's a strike or a ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you want to get it right, but you got to go with your gut.
So 1-1 count here as that pitch will get hit out to right field by Grady, and he will be safe at first. That will be a base hit. That will put 1 on here in the bottom of the 3rd.
So after having a walk last time, he gets a nice single to right field this time, gets on base, and Again, let's see if they can capitalize this time, because this is where they start to struggle so far in this game, which has been very uncharacteristic for this team.
So Grady Grant on, and now his brother Gannon Grant up at bat. His time up. He, I believe, pop flied. Pitch delivered outside as Grady Grant will steal at second.
Grady didn't even have his sliding glove on all the way. He saw something and he went.
He was already halfway down that baseline, it looked like, before he really started to take off. He really didn't have but like a quarter of that baseline left.
And he's still fixing to get the glove ready. He didn't have the strap on it or anything as he was running between first and second.
That pitch will go up, and it will go foul. It is out. I'll take a bounce. Really back towards the trees.
To the poison ivy.
1-1 count for Gannon Grant.
Sweet kid getting it for us.
And pitch delivered. Pitch high there for ball number 2.
So now you've got 2 balls, 1 strike here. You got Grady on second. So you got somebody in scoring position here. If he can just get this out between right and center or left and center and have it drop in there, this is going to be one for sure and probably a stand-up double. Oh, there's your error.
And that's an error there. Is Grady Grant going to be able to make a run to third? And that will not put him on third base.
Yeah, that's just one of those you're thinking one thing and you're not having the communication visually with your shortstop. And in that situation, I don't know if it was Baker that misread it or it was Walker, but one of them was definitely not on the same page with the other. To me, you have to give that error to the pitcher because they're the one who initiated the error.
Yep. So Banks delivers, and a swing and a miss there for strike number 2. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes here with a runner on third, that runner being Grady Grant. Pitch delivered. Pitch high and outside for ball number 3.
Good patience here.
It's a full count here for Gannon Grant. There's a pitch delivered. That pitch will get swung on it, will go foul. Caught by the third base coach. On the 1 hop. And Banks delivers. That pitch there swung on it. It's going to pop up there to left field there, and that ball will be caught there by the left fielder, Drew Paleo. Scoring will be Grady Grant. So there is now a run on the board. Center Grove 1 and Bloomington South 0. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
So Gannon flew out his first time, didn't advance the runner. This time he gets a sacrifice fly for the RBI out of it, and like you said, the Trojans get that first run of the game. So let's see if that loosens them up a little bit here.
So now up at bat will be Hudson Stewart, and on deck will be Tristan Ehrman.
Stewart went down swinging last time, and it's something he doesn't like to do, so we'll see if he tries to make up for it this time.
Pitch high there for ball number 1. Pitch delivered. Pitch low. Ball number 2. Infielders playing really deep. The second baseman probably about 10 feet, maybe. It's more like 5 feet there out into right field. And pitch inside edge for strike number 1.
And 12U, that would be right field. 12U baseball.
So 2-1 count here for Stewart. Pitch delivered. A pitch low and inside for ball number 3. So it's a 3-1 count.
So it'd be great here to get another guy on base here, but just 1 out here if Stewart can get on base here.
And pitch delivered. That pitch is swung on and drilled out to center field. That ball's going back, and it will hit off the back wall. Back fence, excuse me, and Stewart will slide into second, and that will be a double there for Hudson Stewart.
Yeah, he crushed that one. Weinstead did not have any opportunity to locate that ball quick enough because it was such a line drive. And Coach Klusner is going to come out here, and we're going to have another bonding session here and make a change.
Another kumbaya, if you will. No bullpen activity from either team so far this game.
Baker's actually done a pretty good job out there.
Yeah. And he is what? And Baker is out. He will be taking Baker out and replacing Baker.
So we're going to have some rotations here.
Yeah, so that will be...
Dalton is going to go to, I guess, right field if I had to guess.
Center field, it looks like. It looks like it is Jonathan Winstead coming into pitch. No. Reed Walker is coming into pitch.
Yep.
Okay, this is going to take a hot second here. So Reed Walker now out of the shortstop position. He is now going to be pitching. And then at the shortstop position, that will be Jonathan Winstead taking out center field. So going into center field will be number 14, Corbin Dalton.
Walker, 3.82 ERA, 6 appearances this year. To kind of give you a feel how he has done, he's given up 10 hits, 8 strikeouts, faced 35 batters this year, 7.1 innings, so definitely in that relief role here. But again, I think if you're Coach Klusner, you're trying to keep this close as long as you can and change any momentum that you can while this is still just 1-0 here. What a hit. Changing topics here. As we talked, I mean, Hudson Stewart just crushed that about as much of a line drive to straight center field as you could.
Yeah, that ball going up could have probably had a little bit more height on it. Could have definitely made it over that fence and been a homer. But instead, it will be a double. He will sit on second right now here as Tristan Yerman up to bat for the Trojans. And I know tonight here, beautiful night, also not just for baseball, but for Senior Sunset, as that will be happening over at Ray Skillman Stadium here. I believe it will start, I think, in either it's in 6 minutes or it is in 36 minutes.
Do I need to take over for you so you can enjoy that?
I will probably be here till the end of this game. That's my plan.
You will see Senior Sunset from here, just for the record.
Yeah.
But I'm not part of that important group.
Yeah. That's true.
Your memories are not with me, they're with your classmates.
That is true. The pitch delivered. That pitch low.
Yerman popped out his last time, his first time up.
I think for Senior Sunset, I know people who will definitely be there late.
I know my son's going.
Yep. We're hearing orchestra people talking about. They have a concert tonight. Pitched low and outside for ball number 2. So it's a 2 balls, 1 strike count.
There's lots of things still going on. I know that there's the musical 6 on the Thursday and Friday at the end of the year that theater department is doing. So lots of activity still going on literally to the last minute.
Yeah.
Plus sectionals and coming up.
Yeah.
For all the sports.
Yeah, and golf and baseball will take us out to late June. So it's still a little bit yet before some seniors are done, including myself. Everything that goes on in the sports world. That pitch will get hit out there to the second baseman, and that will get thrown to the first baseman there of Luke Arnett there, and that will put 2 away. Hudson Stewart will advance to third.
So Yerman grounds out, but he advances Stewart to third with 2 outs here. So, again, if you can get this down in a gap here or a hard ground ball somewhere out of the infield, get that second run here with 2 outs. It'd be a huge benefit to the Trojans here.
So it'll be Joel Tracy now up at bat as this pitch is delivered outside for ball number 1.
Tracy flew out his first time up.
Pitch there, deliver. That pitch is going to get drilled out, but it looks like it will get caught, and it will get caught by Palaleo to retire the side. So the inning will end, but not before the Trojans will get a run on the board. It is your Trojans 1 and the Panthers nothing as we take this quick break. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media. Trojans scoring a run in the third inning. Gannon Grant still out there for the Trojans. We enter into the fourth inning, and the Trojans finally able to capitalize and get a run in the third.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gannon goes the distance right now. I mean, that's kind of been his story because of his production and how he's efficient on the plate and the mound there. Now, he's had to battle through some longer counts in the first couple innings of this game compared to some of the games we've had, but still, he has produced so well. I would not be surprised if he at least gets through 5 and then they decide if it's going to be 6 and 7 innings or not. I just hate to say 6. It ruins everything.
Yeah.
Your generation has killed it.
Well, I'm not one of those to do it, so save you. But like I sit in class and it's just like you say.
I dread even to say it.
Yeah, I like will say it and someone will do it. I'm like, okay, cool. We just move on. It's just a number. Connor Couch up as Grant will deliver. That pitch will get popped up there as Delp will get under it, and that will get caught there for out number 1.
So that is called efficiency at the plate, or the mound. 1 pitch, 1 pop-up, 1 out.
Boom. So already just like that, 1 away. Here is now up will be Drew Palaleo.
Palaleo was walked his first time up.
Pitch delivered from Grant. Inside for strike number 1. Outfielders, second baseman and shortstop playing just onto the green turf. Tracy will jump in as that pitch going low for ball number 1.
Again, Palaleo's got 2 home runs and 4 doubles on the year.
Outfielders and that pitch swung on there for strike number 2. Infielders of Tracy, Delp, and Grady Grant playing deep. Delp and Grant are the ones playing on the green turf as this pitch foul tip towards the bullpen, the dugout, of Bloomington south as that will go foul.
Palaleo is really struggling to keep up with that heat. The last two pitches, he has been a split second behind, and he's just trying to keep up. He being Grant has brought the heat. There's a curveball, beautiful breaking ball.
That is strike number 3 with the curveball, and that now puts 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Now coming up to bat is number 17, Jake McCammon.
Now, that was like the perfect breaking ball because you saw that literally make the hard turn about 5 feet from the plate. It was a perfectly thrown ball.
Pitch delivered, and that's a curveball there for strike number 1.
So as we talked earlier, Gannon's getting his groove.
Yep.
And can't be more efficient right now than he is this inning and last inning.
Pitch delivered. That pitch across the plate for strike number 2. An 0-2 count here with 2 out, no one on in the top of the 4th. Grant delivers, and a swing and a miss there for strike number 3. So at the middle of the 4th inning, it is your Trojans 1 and the Panthers nothing as we take this quick break. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
If you know what this feels like and sounds like, well, I think it's about time to get your hands on your very own Gandalf bat. Every single bat has its own special personal touch. Whether it be your name, your team color, your own specs, or even your team logo. You just tell me what you want, and it goes on the bat.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media here. 8-9-1 hitters due up for the Trojans. Those will be Emerson, Haver, Reed, Sawa, and Drake McClurg. But a very efficient inning there from Gannon Grain. He's now had 2 straight efficient innings.
Yeah, we talked about how he was getting his groove really about 2.5 innings ago. And he has really found his spot that last inning. I mean, I think he threw about 9 pitches total, the entire 3 batters. So you can't be more impressed than what you just saw there. And that's what we've seen a number of times in the past when he has been on the mound. So good to see. Like we talked about earlier, maybe he should go the distance. And you have an inning like that, why would you take him out right now? So a little teaser for you. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it or not, but some of us old farts have created a show called The Blitz on Inside the Lines Media, where we now talk about topics in Central Indiana that are applicable to high school and college and stuff. And so those podcasts are out there. If you want to check it out, Brandon, I would encourage it. You get to see all of our ugly faces and understand why we typically don't do on camera. But it's just fun to kind of talk about it. So it's clean. It's good family fun.
We'll go check that one out.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Amazon.
Amazon,
Oh,
okay.
we got all of them. Hey, our budget of $250 a year, we spend it all just to make sure we get a podcast out there.
Nice. So as we now enter the bottom of the 4th inning here, it will be, as I said earlier, Emerson Haver up to bat. Reed Walker still pitching for the Panthers. That pitch going low in the turf for ball number 1.
Emerson had a single last time.
So 1-0 count here for Haver. There's a pitch delivered. That pitch swung on, and that's going out to left field, and that ball is caught there by Drew Palaleo to put 1 away. Now up is the left fielder for Center Grove, Reed Sawa.
Sawa had a strikeout his last time.
Sawa will hit that one back to the backstop. Will go foul. Make the count. No balls and 1 strike.
Our thanks to those who are checking out the broadcast on Facebook through the IHSA Championship Network.
Pitch on the outside edge for strike number 2.
And YouTube Live. However you want it. Hopefully we have it on the right spot for you to watch it conveniently at your convenience.
That pitch will go up and back to the trees over the first base side, and it'll now be an 0-2 count. Pitch deliver. That pitch going over the first base side, over to the woods, and foul.
Nice job by Sawa battling here. Got this 0-2 count staying alive. Making Walker work on the mound.
Quick little weather update here is this pitch high there for ball number 1. Temperatures haven't really fluctuated much. Temperature is now 76 degrees. Winds are still out of the south-southwest at 12 miles an hour. Not a lot of wind playing a factor, and humidity is still low. As the pitch swing and a miss there, a drop third strike, and that will be out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Almost overthrew that.
Yeah.
McCammon did, trying to throw it down to first there to Arnett.
So we are now back to the top of the order now for the, I believe, the 3rd time tonight.
Yep.
And Drake McClurg up at bat, walked both times at his appearances.
He stole my thunder.
Pitch delivered outside for ball number 1. When McClurg gets on base, he can be speedy.
Yeah, he's been left on base twice today, though.
Pitch delivered, and that pitch swung on there, and that will land in left field. That will be a hit. He will go, and he will stay at first base. So now a runner on base here with 2 outs. 1 run still on the board as Liam Delp now up to bat.
Want to give a huge thank you in particular to Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company for being our season-long sponsor this year. Really come through for us as well as everyone else. But to Josh for sponsoring our player of the game each broadcast, we just appreciate it. So thanks to Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company for going that extra mile for us this year.
So Liam Delp up. Drake McClurg on first. No count, no none. And McClurg might almost getting caught in a could have been a pickle there, but he will get back to first safely. And that pitch was outside for ball number 1.
It was a pickle.
Papers begin to fly again. That pitch in there for strike number 2.
So Walker's got the strike zone down so far, these first 2 guys, or 2 of the first 3 guys.
No balls, 2 strikes is the count. McClurg is on first as Walker will check back to first. He will deliver the pitch. That'll be a swing and a miss there for strike number 3. So at the end of 4, it is still your Trojans 1 and the Panthers nothing. As we're going to take this quick break, you're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media. Here, your Trojans still up 1-0 as we go into the top of the 5th. Brandon Tripp, Chris Wood with you. And Chris, very efficient innings pretty much all night. Last 2 for Gannon were very efficient, looking to maybe make it 3 in a row.
Yeah, you certainly hope so. I mean, you only got a 1-0 lead here. They just can't get a lot of consistency on the offensive side tonight. Defensively, they've played pretty well. Obviously, not letting them score, but offensively, they've left 6 guys on base, if my count's right, 5 plus McClurg there on that one. Granted with 2 outs, but still kind of uncharacteristic to leave that many guys on base without scoring. So a little closer than you probably want it with only 3 innings left here. Hey, but you're talking about 2 of the best teams in the state. Let's give both these teams credit. Obviously, Center Grove we give credit to, but Bloomington South ranked 5th in the state. Sometimes those schools down in Southern Indiana don't get the same recognition, so they've played a heck of a game.
Yeah. So, not catch the number. The pitch delivered high there for ball number 1. As up right now is Blake Asqui. Excuse me, that's not Blake Asqui. That is Jonathan Winstead.
Yeah, Winstead's got a single on the day.
That pitch was in there for strike number 1, so it's a 1-1 count. Pitch delivered. That pitch in there for strike number 2.
Gannon's done a really nice job with that inside corner here these last 3 innings. His control has been so impressive.
And pitch delivered. Curve ball, but that's just saying outside for ball number 2, and you hear the crowds oohing there at that one. The 2-2 count, pitch delivered and swing and a miss there for strike number 3. I'll now put one away here in the top of the 5th.
So he keeps up his mojo he's had of late on the mound.
So now up at bat is Boston Held. Grant delivers. Swing and a miss there for strike number 1.
Held has a strikeout on the day.
That pitch popped up Dell taking the glasses off, his hat coming off, and he will catch that one there to make it 2 outs. Glasses coming off, hat coming off. He ripped those glasses off his face, which a little bit of a question there with the sun pretty much just beating down at you.
Well, just, again, the ability to turn and rotate, take the hat off, the glasses off, see that ball, came over into first base area. He had the better angle than Tracy did, but just phenomenal play. And this is a guy who plays second and third.
So Asquith now showing bunt, and that will be ball number 1. Pitch delivered. Pitched low there for ball number 2.
Yeah, that had to be low because it was on the outside corner. From our
2-0
crow's nest spot up here.
2-0 count with 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. That pitch low there for ball number 3. So a 3-0 count.
So we talked about Gannon having his mojo. This is the first batter he's really struggled with here in the last 4 innings.
That pitch on the inside edge there for strike number 1. So now a 3-1 count.
Nice pitch there by Gannon.
Pitch delivered. That pitch way inside there, and that will be ball number 4. And Asquith will take his base, and now back to the top of the order is Reed Walker. Reed Walker now up at bat.
Walker has a single and a strikeout today.
So now runner on first, 2 out. Score still reads Trojans 1 and Panthers nothing. As the pitch is delivered. And a swing and a miss on that curveball. Curveball going outside. That will be strike number 1.
Yeah, that was a nice breaking ball. Held swung where it was at, but it had a hard break to the last second.
So 0-1 count here for Grant. Pitch low. Yerman able to keep it in front of him to prevent the steal, and it is now 1-1 count. So 1-1 count with 2 out, 1 on. Grant delivers.
Ooh.
That pitch there, not quite there for ball number 2.
Probably the right call, but it was close.
So count reads 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch delivered. That pitch foul. There for strike number 2. Looked like he turned a little bit and just got contact to the bat.
Yeah, he kind of came in with that elbow and his check swing and made contact with the lower part of the barrel of the bat, closer to the handle area.
So 2-2 count. Here, 1 still on. Pitch delivered. That pitch is swung on there.
This is a tough
And
ball.
and that ball is missed there.
That's a great play. It goes foul.
And a little bit of luck there.
Yeah, that was actually a great
Haver.
play by Emerson because he could have scooped that up. May not have had time to get that picked up and get it down to first, whereas that play he could read it was going to go foul. We'll assume that's what he read well.
Yeah.
And it went foul.
Yeah. So it is still a 2-2 count. Reed Walker still up, 2 are still out, and there's still a runner on first. And pitch delivered. That pitch is swung on a Haver. Haver makes the throw to Tracy. Tracy makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So at the midway point of the 5th inning, it is still your Trojans 1 and the Panthers nothing. As we'll take this quick break, you're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media, where your Trojans are up 1-0 here in the bottom of the fifth against Bloomington South. We'd like to take a second here to thank our sponsors. Tonight's sponsor of this game, Gandalf Bats. Other sponsors tonight are our post-game player of the game, sponsored by Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company, also the season sponsor, Ferguson Excavation, presenter of all Inside the Lines media content, Flory Contracting, and Lindsey Smalling and the Smalling Group. Chris, another inning, a little less efficient than what we saw the previous two, but still able to get out of there clean and still shows zeros across the board for the Panthers.
Yeah, be interesting to see if the Trojans can get a couple of runs this inning. It might be interesting to see if Coach Hatfield decides to pull Gannon from the mound and rest that arm a little bit. But if it stays 1-0, maybe 2-0 as a score, I'd stay with him. I mean, you've got that consistency as a whole. He has been very successful in the last 4 innings. A little bit rougher that last inning, but still.
So it will be Walker still pitching, and up at bat it will be the Grant brothers duo of Grady Grant, Gannon Grant, and then Hudson Stewart to round it all out.
So you can't do a whole lot better than that combination being up there right now. I mean, I guess you could be picky and say like 2 through 5 or something like that, but this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, really. A lot of these guys would be playing in the 1 through 4 spot for almost any other school.
Yep. So it will be Grady Grant up at bat first. And the pitch is delivered, and he will show bunt. That ball will go back foul.
Grady's got a walk and a single today.
And that will be strike number 1.
His last was a hard ground ball out into right field.
The pitch delivered. That pitch will go back to the parking lot. Foul. Looks like it missed cars, thankfully. Never saw it hit a car. Didn't see it do a big bounce. Must have just stayed inside that fence line.
The softball bounces are a little more distinguishable.
Yeah. So it either goes towards the concession line, pitch inside for ball number 1, or it will go back to the elementary school, or it will go over our heads and into the parking lot. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch delivered. That pitch will get swung on, and that will go to left field, and that will drop, and that will be a base hit there for Grant. He will stay at first, and that will be now 1 hit on the board. 6 hits now on the night for the Trojans as his brother Gannon Grant, our pitcher, now up to bat.
Yeah, Grady's got 2 singles in a row now. He's on base here. Obviously, Gannon's been a little quiet at the plate. Love to see him have some production here offensively here.
So it is no out. It is Grady Grant on first. Gannon Grant at bat. Reed Walker delivers the pitch, and it is a bunt, and it will bounce foul for strike number 1.
Interesting. One of your power hitters you're going to put up there, and you're going to have him do the the bunt up first baseline, and you got to give credit to Walker because he rotated over well enough that he would have had that at first if Arnett had come up to get that ball.
So no 1 count. Grady Grant still on first, so that will be a check throw. Grant will get back safely. Pitch delivered. That will be a bunt, and it will go foul. So I'll make the count now. No balls and 2 strikes.
So now Grady has got to swing away because if he misses it on the third or fouls, it's an out. It also shows like how much confidence Coach Hatfield has in this entire team. It doesn't come down to 1 or 2 guys, Brandon, to get you your runs in some way. I mean, any guy can contribute in any way on this team. Another example of the depth they have offensively.
So that last throw, checking Grady Grant. Grant getting back safe. Pitch now delivered. That pitch will get swung on. It will hit the top of the net. Foul. So still no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, way to stay alive here by Gannon. Ooh, that was
That
inside.
pitch high inside for ball number 1.
Walker's dressed with the hoodie underneath the jersey like it's 32 degrees outside and it's an early April game.
Yeah, and pitch outside for ball number 2. And no, not 32 and definitely not early April. And for those of you who keep up with the Indianapolis 500, first practice happened out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway today. They'll have practice for the rest of the week. Pitch inside for ball number 3. Practice the rest of the week, qualifying this weekend, and then they will have practice Monday, carb day Friday, and then it will be race day on Sunday before you know it.
And one of our colleagues, Corbin Lincolnfelter, part of the racing broadcasting team for IndyCar Racing.
He's pitch thrown there to Grady Grant. He is still safe. He is I believe it was producer of IndyCar Radio Network.
Yep.
Was the voice of the 500, Mark Janes.
Yeah, he doesn't have that job.
Yeah. That pitch is going to be a high fly ball
This
out
might
to
drop.
right field.
This might drop.
And that ball is caught there. That will be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
I thought that might have a chance to drop there. So it's been the day of flies for Gannon Grant. He flew out his first time sacrifice fly for the one run of the game by getting that home, and then another fly out there, pop up there.
So his brother Grady Grant still on first base. Hudson Stewart now up at bat with Tristan Yerman on deck.
Stewart's got a strikeout his first time and a double his last at bat.
Pitch outside for ball number 1.
Good eye there by Huddy.
And that's another check pitch there to Grady Grant. He is still going to get back safely.
With that sun location right now, that's a hard ball for both the first baseman and the base runner to locate on a quick turn.
Swing and a miss there for strike number 1.
Yeah, Hudson was in front of that one. He was ahead of it.
So 1-1 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch delivered. That pitch fouled back for strike number 2. So it is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch delivered. That pitch low for ball number 2.
Good eye there by Stewart.
So 2-2 count. 1 out. 1 on first. Bottom of the 5th. Pitch delivered. Outside for ball number 3. So full count now. Trojans with 6 hits on the night. Bloomington South with 3 so far. Pitch delivered. That pitch will go out to left field, and it will be caught. Grady Grant going to have to run back to first, and that was a great catch there by the left fielder of Drew Palaleo.
Yeah, he got a hold of it, just not quite enough there by Hudson.
So that now puts 2 away as Tristan Yerman now up to bat for the Trojans. Pitch delivered. And that's a drop pitch. And that pitch is going to get there, and he is safe.
Yeah, he was there by a half second. Nice run there by Grady.
So Grady Grant safe at second, 1 ball, no strikes with 2 out. Here we're still in the bottom of the 5th. Those of you just tuning in, this game between Center Grove and Bloomington South is sponsored by Gandalf Bats. I am Brandon Tripp. Alongside me tonight is Chris Wood. Reed Walker delivers the pitch, and that is going to be a miss, and that's going to come around here. Grady Grant will come in, and he will be safe, and that will score another run here in the bottom of the 5th, as it is now Center Grove 2 and the Panthers nothing.
What a hit there by Tristan. Credit to him. He got that right down there in that third base between there and shortstop perfectly. Nice job by Grady, able to turn that and get home before the throw got there.
Jackson Burnett now out to courtesy run for the catcher Tristan Ehrman. The first time we have seen a courtesy runner tonight, as it is now Joel Tracy up at bat. Pitch delivered, and that pitch will be dropped, and that will be ball number 1.
So we got 2 outs here. It'd be interesting, Brandon, to see if the Trojans can squeeze one more out here and get 3 runs or more run here and make it 3-0. What Coach Hatfield would do here.
And that pitch will miss by the third baseman there of Connor Couch, and that will now put Jackson Burnett on second. Joel Tracy will get on first. We still have 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th with number 12, Emerson Hafer, up at bat.
Nice hit there by Tracy.
And there will now be a mound visit. I've not seen any action from either bullpen
There wasn't last time, though, either.
Yeah, so we never know what's about to happen here. There could be a pitching change. You never know. It was interesting. There's been no bullpen action from either team tonight.
Right now, the Panthers are on 3 pitchers for the night.
And they had an interesting change with their going through 3 batters and immediately changing their starting pitcher.
Stay the same here. Going to keep Walker out there.
Yes, Walker stays out for the team. I wonder if we'll maybe start to see some bullpen action there from Bloomington South, or if they are going to do what they have done for their last 2 pitching changes and just change them. So Emerson Haver now up at bat. Runners on first and second. There's still 2 out. 8 hits now on the night for the Trojans. 2-0. There's a swing and a miss there for strike number 1.
Nice breaking ball there by Walker. So Trojans got runners on first and second here with 2 outs. Like I said a minute ago before the visit to the mound, it'd be great if you can get one more run here. And I still think right now you keep.
And that pitch will get drilled in between the center and the left fielders. 1 run will come around to score. And that is it's Jackson Burnett getting across. So it is now 9 hits on the night, and it is now 3-0 here for your Trojans.
Yeah, great hit there by Emerson.
Now batting number 3,
Reed Sawa now up to bat here for your Trojans.
So we need to start thinking, Brandon, about our Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration player of the game.
Yeah.
We got a lot of RBI singles or sacrifice RBIs here, pop-ups.
That ball will get thrown back to check on Haver. Haver will be safe. And a lot of good RBIs, consistent pitching from Gannon tonight. Pitch delivered. There are runners on the corners. Joel Tracy sitting on third. There's a check back to first. Looking. Walker delivers. That pitch will get drilled out to right field.
No.
And that ball will be caught, but not after that will be 3 away, but not after the Trojans add 2 more runs to the total. Is now your Trojans 3 and the Panthers nothing as we take this quick break. You're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media, where Gannon Grant will be staying out for your Trojans. 2 runs scored back in the top of the 5th, but Gannon Grant's still in here. It's only 3-0 here in what is a statement game here for this Trojans if they can come away with a win tonight.
No, I really do think this is a statement game. I mean, you're 18-1. You've won the games you're supposed to win. You should be 19-0 and all, and I think you typically would be if it wasn't a doubleheader situation that you had some situations you struggled executing there in the last part of that second game of the doubleheader. But nevertheless, in this situation here, you're playing a top 5 team. You don't get that opportunity too often at this point in time of the year, and someone that you may have to come across and play as this tournament evolves, and so you want to send that message.
So up at bat will be number 6, Max Surdam. Up after him on deck will be Luke Arnett, followed by Connor Couch. Out, the infielders will be playing deep again. Grant will deliver. That pitch will get sailed over the right field line, foul for strike number 1. Pitch inside there for ball number 1.
Yeah, Gannon didn't like that. He thought it was a strike. Flag is blowing straight out in center field.
That pitch will get over the head of Liam Delp, and that will get thrown in there by Reed Sawa.
Surdam's first single of the day.
So that'll be the 4th hit on the board for the Panthers.
Yeah, Surdam got a pretty good hold of that one. We do have action in the bullpen, it looks like, for Center Grove, just kind of getting some guys stretched for either now, short term, or potentially for that 7th inning.
Pitch outside for ball number 1. It looks like one of the guys is Hayden Paulin. The other one might be Gavin Moore. That's what it looks like here.
Gavin Moore and Mr. Base.
Checking back at first base, and that will do nothing as that is safe.
Have you heard Hayden sing?
I have heard Hayden sing.
Yeah.
Very
Hayden,
talented.
He's very talented, wonderful low-end voice, obviously being part of Shaboom with my son. Excellent talent and so many different things that he does.
Pitch outside the zone for ball number 2.
So this is the first time Yerman's come out, I think.
Yep. So I'll have a quick talk. Here at the 2-0 count. I look over the football field, and it looks like some seniors starting to come out, my fellow classmates over there.
So does it get emotional? I mean, have you heard the kids talking about crying and how it's almost done, or is it just like, seriously? I mean,
we were talking about this in my star class, and we're all just like, we're not really going to be crying. We're just done. We're just ready to get out of here, ready to move on. And we've been in high school for 4 years. It's been the same thing every year. We're just kind of done and tired, and we just want to get out there. That pitch outside for ball number 3. But I think one of the girls in my star, she was like, I'm not going to be crying. I'm done. I'm ready to get out of here, and I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to move on and get moving up, and pitch thrown out to first base, and that is safe. No, I'm just ready to get moving up to college. I'm excited for it, ready to see what's next here, build the career, and see what the opportunity I have coming up at IU Indianapolis here in August. Grant delivers that one low for ball number 4, so I'll put runners on first and second here as Connor Couch now up at bat.
so I would anticipate yep, here it comes. I hadn't seen Coach come out, but here comes the mound visit here.
So the first mound visit of the night, it looks like we might have a pitching change. So we'll see what Coach Hadfield will do here.
One thing I've learned, and this is, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but I hadn't thought about it that much, is how much of a plan Coach Hatfield has for these guys and how many innings they're planning to pitch them each night and what kind of situational they may or may not pitch in terms of number of innings. And Gannon's had a really strong game tonight. I won't say it's his best game he's had this year, but it's been really good.
So more of a, looks like just a talk out there as Blue will start walking out. Hatfield not taking the ball as there goes my roster.
So yeah, Gannon's still going to stay out there with runners on second and third here. Apologize for the crackling.
Quick little gust of wind picking up there. So back in action here. Gannon Grant staying out there. We're going to look back second. He'll deliver. Swing and a miss there for strike number 1.
Keep in mind that Couch is the tying run at the plate. He has 2 home runs, 5 doubles on the year, 21 RBIs. This is a guy that can produce here.
So Grant will deliver. Swing and a miss there for strike number 2.
And with no outs, got to do some things here consistently.
So no balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the top of the 6th with 2 on. Pitch delivered. And that ball will get
Nice
hit
pitch.
foul.
That was a nice pitch there by Gannon.
So still 0-2. Pitch delivered. And that one's going right over our heads.
Yeah, see, I was okay because I was sitting down.
Yeah, I'm just like
But-
right here. I just see the ball go up. I was like, crap.
You were the target.
Yeah. So after a foul ball going right over my head, the pitch delivered. That pitch will get
crushed.
drilled, and that'll run over, and that will be caught by Hudson Stewart, putting one away here in the top of the 6th.
That thing died quicker than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
I thought it had the momentum to get out closer to the fence, and Hudson read it perfectly and rotated over to his left and got it.
It almost looked like it might have been able to just hang up in the air just that bit longer, but no, it wanted to take a dive, and it took a dive very, very quickly. So it will be 1 out. We still have runners on first and second. Score still 3-0 to Trojans on top of this one. That pitch will go foul there for Drew Palaleo.
So Thursday night we'll have to do some memory lane stuff with you on the broadcast.
Yeah.
And just kind of reminisce about some of your moments of
Oh, yeah.
not just high school, but K through 12 memories.
Yeah.
Are you a Center Grove kid for all your years?
Center Grove every single year but kindergarten. Went to Pleasant Grove for elementary school, Center Grove Middle School North for middle school. So lots to really go through there.
Say it, Mr. Kelly.
Yep. 2 strikes on the board, no balls, and it is now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
One of our podcasts were with him talking about his experiences and just his relationship and how he tries to do things with parents and students, and just one of the fantastic administrators out there in the Center Grove, like many in our district.
Yeah, I remember. I still see him around, and there's still love talking to him. It's great seeing him around. And a swing and a miss there for strike number 3, and that will now put 2 away here in the top of the 6th.
So ever since that mound visit and kind of just getting everybody kind of refocused, Gannon's focus has been a lot more effective here again, and I would suspect this will probably be his last inning here.
Jake McCammon up to bat.
Who do the Trojans have coming up in the bottom of the inning?
Bottom of the inning, I believe. Pitch outside there for ball number 1. I'm trying to think who we ended off on. I think we got to Sawa. So we will either be leading off with Sawa or we'll be leading off with McClurg, I believe.
Okay.
So we will to my knowledge, see the top of the order.
It'll be huge if we can keep these runs from getting on the board.
That pitch there, hitting the inside corner there for strike number 1.
Yeah, I thought that was a ball, but hey, I'll take it.
Yep. So 1 ball, 2 outs. It's 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Here, pitch delivered. Swing and a miss for strike number 2.
Gannon's getting that rhythm going again. He's using that leg drive and feeling confident as he follows through that he's just kind of turning and going back and not staying obsessed with focusing on where the ball's going. He's trusting his motion, upper through lower.
So it's a 1-2 count, 2-1. That pitch delivered and a swing and a miss there for strike number 3. So at the midway point of the 6th inning, it is your Trojans 3 and Bloomington South nothing. As we take this quick break, you're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Comes to excavation, Ferguson Excavation is the team you can trust. From site prep and grading to drainage solutions and land clearing, we've got the equipment, the experience, and the dedication to get your job done right, on time, on budget, and with results you can count on. Serving both residential and commercial projects, we treat every site like it's our own. Ferguson Excavation, building strong foundations for your future. Contact Brian Ferguson at 317-538-6686 today. Ferguson Excavation, digging deeper, building better.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lions Media. We're going to take a quick moment here again to thank our sponsors. Tonight's game sponsor is Gandalf Bats. Our post-game player of the game is the Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company. We'd also like to thank Ferguson Excavation, the presenter of all Inside the Lines media content, Flory Contracting, and Lindsay Smalling and the Smalling Group. Now, Chris, that was quite the start, a rocky start there for Gannon Grant, but he got back to his rhythm there in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, ever since the mound visit, he did a really, really good job of being able to gather himself. He got his location back better. Like I talked about, he had that leg drive and that confidence as he was following through from upper body through lower body, that he didn't obsess where the ball was going. He trusted his motion and just his follow through, and a lot of times he was turning away as he was pitching it and hearing what happened as he was turned backwards. So through his momentum. So I thought great job. To be curious to see if Coach will bring him back out here to finish this off or not. I think he'll probably take him out here, particularly if we can get at least one more run.
Yep. So, due up for your Trojans, it will be Drake McClurg, followed by Liam Delp, and then Grady Grant. So, 1, 2, 3 hitters due up for your Trojans here in the bottom of the 6th. And if they keep it together, this might be the last at-bats for your Trojans.
And nothing like starting off with Drake here, who has had 2 walks and a single on the night. And again, we need to start thinking about our Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration player of the game.
Pitch delivered, swing and miss there for strike number 1. I feel like Hudson Stewart could be one to throw in there.
Yeah, I think Hudson Stewart, I think Tristan Yearman's got to be part of that equation for the clutch hit, for the RBI.
Swing and a miss there for strike number 2. He's swinging at these here. Currently an 0-2 count.
Let's keep in mind that there was consideration to take him out, and he recovered pretty well here.
Yeah. Swing. Strike 3 there, almost saying swing and a miss as the pitch was delivered. There was no swing and a miss, but it is in there for strike number 3, so that will put 1 away as Liam Delp now up to bat.
Number 7, Liam Delp.
Well, I can tell you as a middle school teacher, for me right now, it's just survival mode. Because the seventh graders now think they're 8th graders.
Pitch in there for strike number 1.
Delp on the day. Got a double.
Swing and a miss there for strike number 2. And I think I was talking with Mrs. Seibert yesterday, science teacher, the 8th grade biology class, and she was like, she got her kids' Island scores back and was very pleased with them as that pitch down in the turf there for ball number 1 there. And I know she's probably also just kind of surviving at this point. Doesn't really have any, well, she does, I think, have biology finals to worry about, but nothing compared to what you've got at the high school. It is finals everywhere, and you're still having to churn it out there into the end as it's a swing and a miss, a drop strike 3, and that will put 2 away.
All right, so talking about trying to get a little more cushion here for the Trojans, it has not happened here. Grady will come up here with a walk and 2 singles.
Pitch delivered. Ball low there for ball number 1. Grady Grant now up at bat here for the Trojans.
Our thanks to those who are watching this through, I'd say, Champions Network, through Facebook, or through YouTube.
That pitch will get drilled to the center fielder, and that will be caught to retire the side. So at the end of the 6th inning, it is still your Trojans 3 and the Panthers nothing. As we take this quick break, you're watching Inside the Lines Media.
If you know what this feels like and sounds like, well, I think it's about time to get your hands on your very own Gandalf bat. Every single bat has its own special personal touch. Whether it be your name, your team color, your own specs, or even your team logo. You just tell me what you want, and it goes on the bat.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media, and a pitching change taking place for your Trojans as Case McNulty will be taking the mound for the Trojans. Looks like the rest of the field staying the same here to close it out, hopefully here in the top of the 7th. And Gannon Grant, great night from him.
Gannon Grant, great night for him. Again, I wouldn't say it's as strong as a couple performances of late, but you know what? For most guys, that's an all-star performance.
Yep.
That's the honest truth. I mean, just a phenomenal job. His location got really strong there in those middle innings. Couldn't quite get it to go offensively like he might want it to be, but on the mound, he dictated things for sure, as the score shows there, by not allowing any runs.
So it'll be 7, 8, 9 batters due up for the Panthers, and those are as follows. Jonathan Winstead in the 7th spot, Boston Held in the 8th spot, and Blake Asqui in the 9th spot. And what could be the final pitches of this one?
Yeah, and Case McNulty has 2 saves on the year and 4 appearances. He's been really steady coming in there. He was actually our player of the game a couple weeks ago.
So, up to bat now, Jonathan Winstead. Infielders still playing deep. Grady Grant and Liam Delph both playing towards the green turf. That pitch is in there for strike number 1. 0-1 count. Pitch delivered outside for ball number 1. So a 1-1 count here. Pitch outside for ball number 2. Pitch delivered. That pitch is popped up there, having to get down towards the tables. That ball is not caught there by Joel Tracy.
And
that
it goes
ball
foul.
Is foul, so it will be 2 balls and 2 strikes.
For the difference in that being fair and foul is about 6 feet on the other side of the first base bag. That thing bounced out of bounds after landing in and it was not touched in any of the situation by Joel. He twisted hard for that one.
So 2-2 count. And strike number 3, and that is one away here in the top of the 7th.
Nice pitch. Had some oomph on that one. You could hear that up here.
Number 3, Boston Hill.
Pitch across the plate there for strike number 1. So 0-1 count with 1 out. Pitch delivered. Swing and a miss there for strike number 2 from Boston Held.
Case has come in here really focused. Got just the amount of, looks like just the perfect amount of warm up. Not too much to get that arm kind of going. 2 already, 2 worn out, and it's warmed up.
Oh. And that pitch hits there, so that will be a free walk. So that'll put a runner on here with 1 out.
Number 5, Blake Asquith.
Blake Asquith up to bat for the Panthers. Pitch delivered. Pitch outside there for ball number 1.
So the Panthers aren't done yet.
Now they are showing a little bit of signs of life here. Which could be all the while here in the end of this one. Pitch across the plate there for strike number 1.
Nice pitch there by Case.
So you now have a 1-1 count here. McNulty will look. McNulty delivers. Outside for ball number 2. So it's now a 2-1 count. 1 out. Runner on first here in the top of the 7th.
If he gets on base and your tying run comes up to the plate, then things start to get a little more stressful when having 1 out.
Pitch delivered. Pitch high there for ball number 3. It looks like Gavin Moore out in the bullpen for the Trojans. It looks like it's Gavin Moore. I could be wrong. Can't tell from this vantage point.
I was waiting for that.
All the way back from that doubleheader. 3-1 count. Pitch delivered. That pitch there for strike number 2. And Asquith thought that one was going to be called a ball, but no, it is a full count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. So keeping it alive. Asquith took a quick stop. Dead in his tracks. Pitch is delivered. That pitch is high for ball number 4. Runners on first and second. And here comes Reed Walker up to bat. The tying run for the Panthers.
Well, and let's refresh people's memory here. Reed Walker is a .474 hitter. He's got a single and a strikeout today. But the dude's got 7 RBIs, 5 doubles. So if he gets a double here, that's going to put 2 runs over the plate probably.
So McNulty gets in his windup, delivers. Pitch in there for strike number 1.
That's a nice pitch by Case. Using all that arm movement through his leg step.
Pitch delivered. That pitch inside for ball number 1.
Case wanted that one.
Yep. Pitch outside there for ball number 2. Pitch foul tip there for strike number 2.
Tell you what, that was almost perfectly timed there to make solid contact. Surprised they haven't tried to test and try to steal here.
Yeah. So 2-2 count.
But you've got the momentum going your way right now in terms of the pitching's being a little bit behind.
Swing and a miss there for strike number 3, and that will now put 2 away.
So now it's just so amazing when you get 2 outs in this kind of a stressful situation, Brandon. Doesn't it feel so much more calming? Maybe for a split second, but just after that happens versus the alternative, which could be a hit, a walk, something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more easier to breathe for a minute with 2 outs.
You can exhale.
Pitch across the plate there for strike number 1. 0-1 count. Runners on first and second. Infielder still playing a little bit deeper. Outfield playing really deep. Reference Drake McClurg on the outside of that CG logo. That pitch on the inside edge for strike number 2. So 0-2 count here in the top of the 7th. Pitch delivered. That ball will get swung on there to Grant. He will throw it to Tracy, and that is your ball game with out number 3. So at the end of the top of the 7th, that is your ball game. It is your Trojans 3 and Panthers nothing. Hits on the night. Trojans had 9 hits, and the Panthers had 4. And what a game that was there. McNulty able to keep it up and running. As we will take a very quick 30-second break, you're watching Inside the Lines Media.
Whether you have experienced a small fire or your property has sustained significant fire damage, Josh Smalling can help guide you in the right direction. Call Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Services today, 317-483-3093, or online at jdsbuilds.com.
And we welcome you back here on Inside the Lines Media, where your Trojans defeat the Bloomington South Panthers 3-0. Your Trojans had 9 hits, and the Panthers had 4. And Chris, it is time for our Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company Player of the Game.
Who do you have tonight? I mean, there's different names. We can talk about Tristan Yearman.
Yeah.
We could talk about Hudson Stewart. We could talk about Grady Grant. You could talk about Gannon Grant from the mound aspect.
I mean, Gannon was really good, but I liked what I saw from Hudson Stewart batting-wise and fielding-wise. He had 2 really good running catches. Obviously, there was 1 catch where maybe a little bit questionable. He was able to gather up after that and really just get going, get catches. He had a good bat going. I feel like he is deserving of our Player of the Game tonight.
Sounds great.
So, final thoughts here before we wrap this one up.
No, big win for the Trojans. Obviously, they have Franklin coming up, so this is a huge statement game for them. Obviously, this entire team wanted this, so great for them. 19-1 on the year. They're in the home stretch.
Yep. The sectionals will begin in about 2 weeks from today. And again, we would like to thank tonight's sponsors. Our in-game sponsor tonight, Gandalf Bats. Our Player of the Game sponsor, Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration Company. Ferguson Excavation, presenter of all Inside Lines Media content. Flory Contracting, and Lindsay Smalling and the Smalling Group. Our next broadcast will be over at the softball field on senior night, as your Trojans will take on the Mooresville Pioneers on senior night, which can have sectional implications. Again, your score, Trojans 3 and Panthers nothing, as the Trojans take them down. This has been Inside the Lines. For Chris Wood, I am Brandon Tripp saying so long